Hey guys, what's up? It's Vampire Bride. Today I'm doing collection update number 2 where I just show you guys some of my collection and what's been added to it recently since the last collection update. I hope you guys enjoy the video. First I'm going to start off with these Mystery Funko vinyl figures. I started collecting these about 3 years ago when they were first starting to come out, so there wasn't near as many of them as there are now. Now it's just ridiculous to try to collect them all. I wanted to get the whole set of this DC bundle, but I have yet to finish collecting them. I still have about 4 left I need to get. At the time I was collecting these, I ended up having 3 to 4 duplicates of a lot of the characters, so I ended up selling them to a friend of mine that works at a card shop. Since then, I've ordered a couple off of Amazon as you can't find them in the stores anymore, and I was tired of getting duplicates when getting the mystery box anyways. I still would like to finish this particular collection, but it's just been kind of put on the back burner as there's so many other things that I'm working on collecting right now. I also have a few of the Funko Pop figures from when they were a newer concept. I wanted to get a few of my favorite characters like Superman and some of the Dragon Ball Z characters. Now that the amount of characters is so extensive, I've kind of quit looking because knowing me, I'd want to get all the characters I know, and I don't have space for that. I got this blue Wii at a gaming store that I'd actually never been to before. I got it for a pretty good deal, so I was excited. And then I got home and realized that it matches the blue Wii controller that I had gotten for Christmas the year before. It's nothing super cool or rare, but I thought it was cool that I accidentally got a matching set. Those of you who have been watching my channel recently know that I have been collecting Xbox 360 controller variants. Well, one of the main ones that I was looking for is the Resident Evil 5 controller variant. When I found it, it was bundled with this blue Xbox, and it was for a good deal, even for just the controller, so it's like getting the Xbox with it. Anyway, so I went ahead and got this, but I have yet to find the controller that matches the Xbox. That's something about collecting. No matter how many things you get, there always ends up being more things you end up wanting to pick up. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But that's all part of the fun, I guess. Here are some of the controller variants that I picked up recently. I also added an NES and SNES Classic Edition console to my collection. There are reviews for both of those on my channel. Now I just want to talk a little bit about a few of the games that I picked up recently, including Luigi's Mansion, which is a great and well-known game on the GameCube. And also Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, a rare game that is a sequel to the other Dragon Ball Z games for the PS2. A friend of mine and I went looking for new gaming stores around our area. I had found what looked to be a good one on a buying-selling app that I used quite frequently. It seemed to have decent prices and a large selection, so we hopped in the car and drove that way. Well, turns out it was in the middle of a flea market, so it was $4 just to get in, but no big deal, right? We finally get to this place that was supposed to be really great and find out that their selection is a lot more limited than they had advertised, and also their prices that they had marked on the buying-selling app were way off, and everything was marked up about $20 more than you would expect. Luigi's Mansion cost about $70, so we found it elsewhere for around $50. We left a little frustrated. This part of the trip was a total bust. However, the whole trip didn't go to waste. I looked up on Google Maps some gaming stores around our area, and we found one that was actually pretty good. This is where I found Luigi's Mansion for a much more reasonable price, and also Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. This game can be sold for upwards of $200, but I found it for a nice $60. The people there were very nice, and they would negotiate prices. This is also where I got the blue Wii for a very good deal. Needless to say, this particular gaming store really saved our trip, and we left with quite a few new things to add to the collection. Twice a year in my neighborhood, they do a community-wide garage sale. During the last one of these, I was walking around looking for anything gaming related as usual, when I came across a 3DS case. I'd been wanting a case for my 3DS for a while, so when I came across this one, I really wanted to have it. It also came with 4 games inside. When I asked how much they wanted for it, they said they would take $4. So, of course, I jumped on that. As a collector, I'd much rather get the case and everything with the game and not just the cartridge. But this is getting increasingly harder and harder to do, as even places like GameStop throw the cases away. But I ended up with a case and 4 games, including Rabbids Rumble, Disney Infinity Toy Box Challenge, Epic Mickey Power of Illusion, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. For $4, you really can't beat that. And last but not least, for Christmas I got a bunch of Wii U games, including Super Smash Bros., Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is a game I've been wanting for quite some time. And a few DS or 3DS games. I had a DS XL when I was younger, but I mistakenly let my sister borrow it and she lost it. I held on to the games that I had for a long time, but eventually ended up selling them to GameStop as I had no use for them. Since then, I got a 3DS, but I've been wanting to play Mario Kart 7 like I did when I was a kid. So I picked it and Mario Kart DS up, along with Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS. So that's just a bit of what's been added to my collection, along with how I found some of the deals. This is the first video of 2019, and I plan on doing another one like this at the beginning of 2020, as it'll be cool to see how much the collection has grown from now to then. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching the video and supporting my channel.